Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with Banner of the Stars. I don't think I got that much to go over from last episode because last episode was mostly a setup. It feels like for this episode, um, we did have the whole. I say we. I feel like I might be the only one who's confused about this, and not getting a lot of feedback anymore, you guys. So. The love triangle thing that I indicated might be between Lafiel, Ikuria, and Jinto. Uh, it, it's given rise because of the fact that Samson says, "You and your cat," right? And I believe that is a reference to Ikuria, who loves Daisho, is constantly pushing up against Jinto, in regards to the cat. But I think it's an Ob thing, right? It feels like that Ob distance while not specifically stating what your wants or desires are. Because I think we're getting the same thing between Lord Desanyo and sorry, I have just instantly forgotten her name. Starts with a K. Scrolling up the list here. Kenish. Lord Desanyo and Admiral Kenish. Although I guess that's more on Lord Desanyo's side on that aspect, and not so much on her side. Other than that, we're gonna get some losses today. We already saw on the next time on there's gonna be destroyed ships. We saw that Atosia could not fathom the fact. Sorry, Atosoria could not fathom the fact that she had already lost people. We've seen that Lafiel's ship, the Boss Royal, is going to get hit too. So it's possible that not only are we going to deal with overall losses, like the vague sort of losses that don't concern characters to characters, that we might also get losses on the people that we've just spent the last three episodes learning about, which I guess would be the real impact of the episode if you think about it. I think I have been complaining, as you know that I do. I've been pretty good about not complaining in this last bit of time, but I think I've been complaining here that we spend an inordinate amount of time not doing what we did in the first season, which was learning stuff and getting to see things and world building. Whereas here, we've just been hanging out and passing notes and learning what people's favorite drinks are. I think we're supposed to have been getting attached to characters on the bus royal, and I don't know. I don't think they've been doing a fairly good job at that. I mean, I like them, Samson, Royal. I just don't know. I'm saying these people's names right anymore. Ekuria is what I meant to say. I certainly don't want Daisho to die. I've brought this up a number of times. I am treating her like Marie from Nadia: The Secret of Blue Water. I doubt many of you who are here to watch Crest of the Stars, Band of the Stars, were here to watch Nadia: The Secret of Blue Water, or even care. But in my heart of hearts, I'm still remembering that show. God, I hope they don't give. I give it. I would say I hope they don't give Daisho some sort of weird Marie ending, but I wouldn't fucking care. Cat can marry who a cat wants to marry. I don't. It's a weird trailing thought. All right. When I get to thoughts like that, I know that I'm rambling, and it's time to go into the episode. So I say we just go ahead, go full bore into it, and we just watch and see what happens. So let's get into it.
はいよ司法発射準備
船体開口準備よし
開口5番6番安全装置解除
強襲後方前方へ照準
They said they had weak shields, is why they had to all go in together. Those are quite obviously the mines about to break the space-time barrier.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1
We've seen how much mines can fucking ship up to. You know, in hindsight, I didn't think about this last time when we were watching the next time on. Also reminds me of 86. I don't know how long I'm going to be watching this show and then being able to make 86 references. But it just feels like Lafiel is in that Shin state, right? Where she just grins into the middle of battle for some reason. I'm thinking I'm just gonna include this as part of the intro because... Oh, someone did mention to me that Admiral Abriel did not explain if Admiral Abriel was actually Lord Gisanyo, as I keep thinking he is, was actually the commander of the Third Fleet. That in that way they mentioned it. Yeah, I don't know if I just missed it again, but apparently that is where the Third Fleet is. They just go 3, 1, 2, 4, you know. Okay, well, we're here in the opening. I also apologize if my voice is a bit weird this time around. I'm actually recording this at 2 a.m. and normally, look, I do a show with another guy that's called Two Old Men React. I am past middle age. I am also on a fair number of medications due to all these surgeries and shit trying to keep my body balanced. That means I'm usually asleep by the time some kids go out to party. So I am well past my my normal point here, but I really wanted to get this done today. So you know, sometimes I'm editing videos at this point. I really can't break it either one way or the other. But I've been talking a lot today, and the voice is kind of starting to go. But yeah, as I said, if I didn't enjoy this, if I didn't like watching all this stuff, I wouldn't do it, right? That's just the bare basics of it. I wouldn't be up at 2 a.m. recording another episode of Crest of the Stars, or sorry, Banner of the Stars, if I didn't want to see more Banner of the Stars. I've been looking forward to this. This is the action episode. Normally I'm not all about action, but I gotta make sure my characters are good. I want to make sure my characters are alright. I don't want to X out anybody on the board.
機雷軍第一波消滅を確認。
初仕事は終わったわ。時空融合を解いて。
時空分離します。
Okay, that's an interesting tactic.
これからが本番だ。我らが嫌いにかまけている間にかなりの距離を稼がれた。艦長、指令より通信。単獣人に陣形変更。専任将士、陣形変更。
了解。
Bad new person. They already mentioned before how their ships are weak shields, right? And they have to group up together to be able to protect each other.
ゴースロスの時と同じだね。もっとも立場は逆だけど。
Always gotta keep bringing up my girl Lex shoe.
でも我らが安全というわけじゃない。何しろ一番手に飛び込むんだからな。これで損害が出なければ奇跡だ。全滅しても不思議じゃない。
相変わらずだな。実を言うとさっきから怖くてたまらないんだ。
実を言うと私も怖い。
それを聞いて安心したよ。
It's good to be able to be
なぜ私が
honest.
怖がるとそなたが安心するんだ。
さあ、なぜかな。僕一人だけ恐怖に打ち震えているなんて、なんとなく不公平な気がしただけじゃないかな。
多分 ここで恐怖を感じてない者などいないだろ
You
う。
know, they say
例外はあの者ぐらいだ。
there's nothing that
リアー
worse
フは体を洗われ
in
る
the
時以外は
universe
勇敢無比だからね。
than for it to be fair.
確かにこの船で実戦経験があるのは3年前のスカレーシュモン機械
Because
戦に
imagine
参
how
加した
horrible it would be
サム
to
ソンさん
think
だけだもんな。
the universe was fair and you deserved
敵艦との
everything
時
that
空融
happened
合
to
予
you.
定まであと12分。
それにしても我が隊は本当にこのまま突っ込むのか。
I guess it really is the opposite
銃
though,
殺
right?
艦に挑むのは勇敢を
You're
通り越して
attacking a patrol ship
無謀
and
と
you
いうべ
are
き
the
だ。
group of small
戦闘のガムロイルが速度
weaker
を落としまし
ships.
た。
やれやれ、このままたった6隻で突っ込むのかと思ったよ。
おそらく他の隊が追いつくのを待つのであろう。
百姓長が堅実な指揮官で安心したな。
融合予定時刻を変更します。第4突撃隊接近。
通信2列渋滞を編成せよ。専任少子任せる。
了解しました。時空融合予定時刻を修正完了。あと10分。
まだあと10分はすることが
I
ない。
mean, that is the mistake United Mankind made in their
第
assault.
2第5突撃隊が敵巡察艦と時空融合。
They all went in one at a time and got their asses kicked.
まるで肉食獣が巨大な草食獣を襲っているかのようだ。
見たことあるの？
子供の頃記録映画でだ。
Oh, you lost one.
終わったみたいだね。
ああ、犠牲は出たようだが味方の勝利だ。次は我らの番だぞ。
艦長、敵艦が時空砲を分離。数4、おそらくは機雷と思われます。
まだ残っていたのか。
最後の望みを託して残った機雷を投射したのでしょう。
対司令は何と言ってる？まだ何も。来ました。司令部より砲艦通信。股間にて対応せよ。そうか。
I mean, that's just about the same number of mines that the Gosroth fired at the attacking United Mankind ships too.
ジンと持ち場に戻るがよい。艦内気圧の監視や負傷者の手当てもそなたの職務であろう。
でも機雷攻撃を受けてるんだろ。直撃を食らったら一瞬で蒸発しちゃうだろうし、初期の仕事なんてあるのかな。
それもそうか。好きにするがよい。ただししっかり立っているがよいぞ。
It's the worst argument you could literally make,
総
right?
艦の邪魔などされたら叶わないからな。
気をつけるよ。
機雷らしき敵時空砲。
Never make yourself useless.
ガムロイルの速報を通過。本艦に接近。距離5、4、3.5、3.2、3.1、3.3。敵時空砲通過しました。
どうやら初戦で戦死という不名誉は免れたようですな。
Yeah, but where are they heading?
最後尾の船に
Oh,
時空
never
融
mind.
合します。
レイクロイルか。
キドロイルです。
時空融合3個目を確認。
どうやら俺たちは機雷軍に愛されているらしいぞ。業種候補、独自の判断で迎撃しろ。監視は第一を施行。反応施行。第一撃破と同時に第三を施行せよ。
Wonder if there's any concern for the fact that they targeted a ship that was named Kid at the beginning.
交戦続きます。第4、6番艦に時空融合。
キドロイル、ベイカル出生長、応答する余裕はある？
応答する以上の余裕はないというのが正確なところです。
とりあえずはそれで十分よ。生き残って。
It's a lot of words to say no.
業種候補。
第4突撃隊6番艦消滅。
キドロイルは？
確認中です。交戦終了。キドロイル健在です。
そうか。
I was about to say it could just be damage.
移動速度が大幅に低下しています。
But I was worried that it'd get their space-time bubble destroyed, and I was like, can they survive that? I've forgotten.
キドロイル、時空砲内の質量がかなり増えたわね。
申し訳ありません。百姓長、この速度でついていくのは不可能かと。
いいわ。次回の戦いに期待します。
キドロイル、脱落します。
百姓長には速度を落とすつもりはないようだな。
敵艦との時空融合まであと7分。
これで10対1か。まだそう悪くないな。
ますますゴースロスの時と似てきたな。
Exactly.
勝たないといけないね。
そなた、本当に常
This
識
was
が
a
ない。
different anime. I'd
負
be
けて
like
もいい戦いなど
worried we were
さ
in some
せられて
sort
た
of
まるものか。
time warp.
それもそうか。
時空融合まであと6分。
ジント、そろそろ戦闘配置に戻るがよい。
In some weird reality, we had actually been the ones that killed the Gosroth.
そうだね。
不思議だ。もう怖くない。そのために来てくれたのだろうか。あの者がそれほど気が利くはずがないか。我が突撃艦バースロイルは5分後の時空融合と同時に敵巡察艦との交戦に入る。各員持ち場にて戦闘に備えよ。
Again, I'm just worried to
時空
see.
融合まであと1分。
We know the ship's gonna get
先頭
hit.
のガムロイルはあと32秒で時空融合します。
自責
I don't
者
want anyone to
時
die.
空融合とともにガムロイルと情報連結。了解。
ガムロイル、時空融合。本艦はあと15秒。
You know, the first one that enters is gonna get shot immediately.
あと10秒。9、
If they use anything close to the same tactics as the Op did, especially in the Gosroth fight.
4、3、2、1。時空融合。
すでに一艦やられてやがる。
ガムロイルより通信。
灼熱の戦場へようこそ。アブリアル10将長、すぐに予定位置について。
了解。
We had an exceedingly long amount of time to talk to one another. In this bullet
領
hell.
収候補。
ひゅー、危ねえ危ねえ。
業種候補なんて防御磁場がある以上直撃でも大したことない。
傷を負わないに越したことはないって。
敵艦正面。
敵艦に直撃。でも被害が軽微。
Oh, their shields stayed up.
予定位置に到達します。
さあ、どんどん撃ちまくってくだ
Remember,
さい
it
よ。
wasn't until the shields went down that the Gosroth
監
finally
督の
lost.
機関の調子をしっかり見るがよい。
Dude, get headache. Readings gone.
お姫さんまで奮戦してるってのに。カヤの外か。
電磁投射砲の直撃。
どこの船？
第4突撃隊2番艦。乗員の脱出は確認されず。
Man, 4th Squadron is taking some hits.
敵艦の強襲候補。本艦を志向しています。
防御磁場の出力を上げるがよい。損害は？
第14倉庫に運ぼう。でも大丈夫。もともと無人で油圧もされてないところです。
大丈夫なもんか。あそこには貴重な交換部品が収納してあるんだぞ。お釈迦になってなきゃいいがな。
すぐにまた補給できるじゃないですか。
まだ一回も使ってない部品を捨てなきゃならんのだぞ。その辛さ
What
が
is your role on this bridge, my man?
は？
Keep your eyes open.
古参の少子は合わせて
Oh,
怖
that's
さを
right. They
紛
can
らわ
plug
す
their
ものだ。
things in. He's sensing
ヘル
with
ズ
his
ロイルに
brain.
向か
I
って
forgot.
電磁投射砲撃4。直撃します。
late even when you
エル
said
スロ
it.
イルの爆散を確認。
退避が遅れた。私の隊から犠牲を出すなんて。
敵艦急速回答。標的推定。バースロイル。
You have to concentrate your fire all in one hit, one spot or something. Gotta get through those
一
shields.
時離脱を許可する。ラフィール、
時空分離ストックが良い。います4発。
やべえ。
出力全開。汎用手法。
Why does that help the ones that are around you? She was proud of you. You gotta survive.
時空分離まであと10秒。9、8、7、
How these things not hit you yet? That's what I'm confused by.
2、1、時空分離。
まだ生きてる。
危なかったですね。
後続の突撃隊次々と敵巡察艦と時空融合しています。
Well, yeah, you turn around, go back in. There's nothing stopping
我
that.
らの出番はないか。再融合を行う。バースロイルに許されたのはあくまで一時離脱だ。帰還ではない。
了解。
やれやれ。
Yeah, you're not damaged enough not to not be in the fight still.
時
That
空
was
融
an
合。
evasion of shot, that's all. That's what I'm talking about, concentrated fire.
もう防御磁場もなくなってる。まるでなぶり殺しだね。こんな戦い方好みじゃないな。
好き嫌いは良くない。突撃艦は非力なんだ。大型艦相手だとこういう戦い方しかできない。
そうでした。すみません、艦長。
せめてあと一撃で。
全艦離脱よ、バースロイル。せっかく戻ってきてくれたのに悪いわね。他の船もよろしく、速やかに時空分離して。
なぜですか。もう少しで爆散させられます。
分かってる。でも戦隊司令部からの命令なの。戦列艦部隊が配置についたわ。嫌いでとどめを刺そうというわけ。
了解。
You guys do it the safe way, right? That doesn't put any more of your ships in danger.
はい、艦長。
Especially if they can't fire back.
戦隊
They
司
don't
令
have
部
the
の判
power.
断は正しい。もうすぐ敵を完全破壊できると言っても、それまでにはまだ1隻か2隻味方の犠牲が出るはずだ。それなら損害の出ない機雷攻撃で始末をつけるのが賢明であろう。
時空分離。
機雷攻撃開始されました。
大げさなこった。
Yeah, pretty cool RTS out of this, I feel like.
突撃部隊の役割は単なる足止めでしかないのだろうか。
艦長、飲み物を用意しましょう。祝杯を人数分。
祝杯？何の戦果も上げてないのにか。
そうじゃなくて、初陣でみんな生き残ったことにさ。
そうだな。
いいですね。
坊や、気が利いてるじゃないか。
でもお酒の入ったものはダメですよ。
Sure, it's the thing we heard before, right? Close it.
とにかく
I'm not gonna smash this on the ground
僕た
though.
ちのバースロイルは一人の犠牲者を出すこともなく 初陣を乗り越えることができた。それこそが最大の戦果だと僕は思いたい。でもその頃、僕たちが片隅で戦っている戦場全体は休眠期間を終え、ついに激しく動き出そうとしていたのだ。
アプティックをはじめ人類統合隊の強行偵察を受けた整形は5つになります。
その全てを撃退できたわけではありませんね。
はい。統計すれば半数近くの敵艦を取り逃がしています。
What a fun looking
おそらく
control
多くの
area.
情報を持ち帰ったことでしょう。
仕方ありません。ですが強行偵察は諸刃の剣。こちらも相手の戦力を正確に推測する材料を得たのではありませんか。
その通りです。通信参謀部の分析によれば、敵兵力は最低180個、最大で200個分艦隊に相当とのことです。
So about where they were when they attacked last time.
これが失敗しましたか。
Actually more.
少し考えさせてください。すぐに環境へ上がります。
了解しました。
この敵の立ち上がりの速さは明らかに我が政界軍の進行を予測していたということです。そうでなければなお悪い。この方面に大兵力を伏せておくだけの余裕が敵全軍にあるのですから。ともかくやることは一つ。
バースロイルの
Has
戦
to
い
be
は
Desanya.
作戦全
I think
体
I've been
の
right
さ
this
さ
whole
やかな
time.
一局面に過ぎない。初陣を終えたばかりの僕たちがひとときの休息を取ろうとしていた頃、減塩作戦は新たな段階へ突入したのだった。
Does that imply then that they completed the push up the system? Sorry, let me bring my notes back up here again. That they completed the push from Aptic to Mistel to Dalmav to Wimple to Neofrontia. I forget what the initial end goal of Phantom Flame was. I thought that was that, or rather, that was the first fleet's push, and then the other fleets coming up the sides to also garner the territory of swords. If that's the case, they kind of just skipped through all that, so I have to be wrong. But yeah, you remember they attacked the capital, about 120 armadas, right? And now they have more than that already, which means that they were immediately rebuilding everything too. So I think my previous indication that they were focusing on the splitting up the Ob Empire's space lanes is obviously also wrong. I guess we haven't really been indicated whether the Ob rebuilding was more than they had before or not, so we really can't compare. The only comparison I can think of is the fact that the 4 nations have become 3, so it feels like that's got to be less, right?
Lafiel!
それがな、参謀長も美貌スだって言うんだな。
自分は常識人だと思っているんだね、ネレース。違うとでも言うのか、ネフェ。
美貌して得がいいでしょう。
声大きい男は出世しない。
Here's my thing. Is that obviously feeds into what I said before about the love triangle consisting of Lafiel, Ikuria, and Jinto. And obviously they also included a scene that looks like Jinto fell into Ikuria and gets caught by Lafiel. He has the blush on his face. She gets jealous and says a man with many loves will not get promoted. It's making it out to seem like a mistake is being made. I'm hoping that it is a double bluff and in fact And in fact, it is literally a love triangle. Ikuria has a thing for Jinto, and that we're trying to be fooled by the next time on. I'm still putting down that this is a thing that might be happening, and that Jinto doesn't read into what Ikuria is putting out. That Samson sees it happening, Samson recognizes it, Samson indicates to Jinto, Jinto still doesn't figure it out. But Lafiel, who is in that realm, same way that Samson is, can also see it happening. And instead of blaming anybody else, she's gonna blame Jinto because she's jealous. So that's where I think we're at. We're at love triangle drama, even though the war is happening around them, which may be why they just jumped ahead to the end of the campaign or the start of the next phase of the campaign in order to put us back into this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the note taking section, and I'll be right back with you right after this. All right, back in from the notes, and as expected, did not have a lot to discuss. I guess really, it's just the emotion of the battle, the connectiveness of the crew, and the tension of who might not make it back, right? I got three main things to go over here. I assume the reason they did a space-time separation right at the beginning was to speed up in order to catch the patrol ship. The indication I got from the damaged ship was that a space-time bubble can have weight based on how much mass is in it, vis-a-vis the wreckage of the mines. They can slow down a ship in plane space, and that all the assault ships in one bubble would move slower than a bunch of smaller bubbles, or individual assault ships in their own bubbles, rather. Otherwise, splitting up wouldn't make much sense, since they could cover one another with their own cannons, or with each other's cannons, rather, and laser barrages, etc., in order to prevent any further long-distance mine assaults. That's why I was confused at the beginning of the episode, because I thought that was the plan, that their shields were weak. They didn't have much offensive power, but if you combine them all together, that they would, which was their assault plan at the end of the episode. But I was confused why they were splitting up into other space-time bubbles, and this is what was being explained to me that I was missing, and this is why I needed the notes for. Samson is battle hardened, eh? I assume Scarishe Gate was either the sword leading to the Imperial Center, which I think I have a note for somewhere around here, and I'm thinking that's not the name of it. So I'm just writing that down as a just in case and a check for later. Or some other offensive that we haven't been informed of yet. It is more information they are putting on a character that already has a mystery surrounding them, namely the whole food thing. If I didn't know any better, I'd be concerned about death flags. Obviously, we know next episode we're going to be dealing with different other characters, but we are steadily adding to a mystery of one character while heading further into a campaign, a war campaign. You might as well be telling me Samson is like a week away from retirement. Something is about to happen there. And just a little math here. Looks like the 2nd and 5th assault ship groups lost 5 ships in their assault on the 1st patrol ship, as they went from 12 ships to 7. The 1st and 4th group had less ships as the Kidroll got hit and fell back, and that only left them with 10 ships instead of the expected 11 for that moment. So that's why they had less ships. Effectively, it seems like the first ship getting taken down, they almost lost half of their ships that they sent there. And we know at the end of the assault on the 2nd patrol ship, we went from 11 to 7. We have lost... I didn't know how to put this when I was about to say it, so I paused for a moment. We have lost a fair number of this battalion, right? I think that's what we called it before, the 1058th Battalion? Sorry, it was like 2 episodes this was said, and I don't think I made a note specifically just for the number of the battalion. The point being is we've lost a considerable amount of ships, and apparently the battleship fleets are ready to fight now too, and these assault ship squadrons are less capable of doing what needs to be done and have to fight in this en masse way, which leads to them being eminently destroyable. And I can't be thinking that the next episode is going to be very good for this, considering, what was it called? Something Insanity, right? Spectacular Insanity. This cannot bode well, is all I'm saying. Alright, but that's all of my thoughts and notes for this episode. So I will hopefully see you in the next one, where, God willing, I have more insight to give you than the current level of insight I am struggling to get out. So once again, I thank you for joining me, and I will catch you next time. I didn't do anything. I am Theta. This is Stone Face Reactions. This has been Banner of the Stars, and now I will catch you next time. Bye bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?